morning, everyone, and welcome to the European crossover webinar. And we just got some European data just come over the Eurozone. PMI came in at 62.5. Looking at some data here. Let's see, earlier this morning we did have Spanish manufacturing PMI come in at 56.9. And let's see, Italian came in at 59.8. And we had German come in at 59.30. The Eurozone just hit. It came in at 62.5. So obviously PMI's a little bit better, coming a little bit better. We do have UK PMI at the bottom of the hour. Survey is for at 57.9. And let's see, we're going to get weekly jobless claims come in, and we will get Canadian building permits. Market manufacturing PMI will be at 9:45 Eastern time, all on Central time. And then, of course, at top of the hour, which would be 10 a.m. Eastern, which for me would be 9 Central, we will get ISM manufacturing here in the States. Now, we did go and see markets going and break out yesterday, with indices really taking quite the run. We'll go in and take a quick look there. We broke out early too. Let's go and take a look here on the Nasdaq. Look at that, how we popped up, and we're actually continuing this run up right now. We do have some resistance coming in at 3225, point of control for March 24th, but and then we have 243 right here, but do have a little bit of resistance, but we have added on to those gains from yesterday. You can see here on the daily chart where Nasdaq broke out. You can see right here, really made that run, and we have got above the pivot. I'd be interested to see if we do close above that, which is at 13,185. Also here with the S&P, look at that, we're here at 3980 on the 2 hour, and there it is on the daily. Continue to go and press even higher. Now we'll just take a quick look as to what Bitcoin's doing. After breaking out and then kind of coming back in, we kind of just consolidated, really in a very tight range. Not used to seeing Bitcoin so quiet here. Gold had a nice little rebound yesterday. Take a look at that, the 2 hour chart, boy, we really came up and we whipped up. Back up above 1700 and actually on the highs for the morning or close to it. And we come into non-farm payroll tomorrow, and that's going to be key for the currency markets with the dollar, and more so the dollar yen, which has been on absolute fire. And we're going to get to those quickly. And let's see how we stand there. Well, we saw a very quiet day yesterday, albeit, I mean, quiet in the sense that the range wasn't a big range, wasn't a big drop off. We did rally a little bit. We did come within what we were looking for on the bias chart. We had our bias chart resistance at 1767. The high for the move was 1758. So not bad, off 9 pips. But we still see the potential with this, if we do get a strong non-farm payroll, that we can go somewhere between 1655 and 1685. So looking out though for today, the euro traded in a tight range on Wednesday. Resistance and support will remain the same at 1685 on the downside, 1769 on the upside. So those are going to remain the same. No changes at this point. As we sit here, once again, it's going to be 1767. I don't know if I mentioned 9, but it's going to remain the same, 1685, 1767. We may just kind of hang around here, but once again, if we do get a strong NFP tomorrow, we could quickly dip somewhere between 85 and 55. 55 would be kind of my bit of my stretch area here, but I think that we can visit that area. And like I said, it's been relatively quiet. It's been a pretty good drip though, but relatively quiet the last couple of days here. With that, we're going to move into the cable. Saw a little bit of a rebound here yesterday. We finished a little bit firmer over the previous day's close, and we kind of added on to that as we move back into the cable. It's going to be the same thing as the euro. The cable closed in a tight range. You can see right here. Closed in a tight range as did the euro. Resistance and support will remain the same, 36.85 to 38.18. It looks like we're kind of adding on here. Once again, I left some room open in case you want to dip lower. Same thing. Obviously, the pound is holding up much better than the euro has, but gave it some room here. So still going to be the same, 36.85. 38.18, we'll see if we can pop up there to 38.18. We'll see whether or not it does make that pop there. But not looking for a whole lot. We may see a little bit of a surprise, but ahead of NFP, I wouldn't think it would take off, but we'll see what happens with the cable. But I don't see anything definitive happening here right now. In this area right here, you can see that clearly. Let's go and mark that a little bit stronger. You can see here, look, here. So we battle up here, and then we get here, and then we have a battle. Okay, and that's right there. Essentially, it's 37.97, just call it 138. We rally all the way back here, and where do we come back to? 138 again. We rally back up, and where do we come? Almost to 138. And we rally back up, and then if we finally, after 1, 2, 3, we hit the stops and we drop. We kind of stayed ourselves, came back to 138. We kind of top out. Next day, we pop up a little bit, but we come back down again. So here we are. Maybe we push a little bit higher, but I don't know that we're going to get that big of a move ahead of non-farm payroll, but we shall see. But that resistance and support remain the same. Let's go move into the Aussie dollar. We did go and drop back here on the Aussie dollar, and as the Aussie closed at the lows in what was a tight range, you can see here at the lows, which opens the door for us, if you look at the last couple of days, for us to move lower. We did. Support on Thursday will be 75.23 with resistance at 76.15. So what was the low today? Oh, not bad, not bad. Looks like, well, it's just right here. It'll tell us 75.33. And our support was for 75.23. So 75.23. And I think I said 76.15. Yep, 76.15. Well, let's go move into the dollar yen. Now the dollar yen remains bullish. Resistance will remain 1093 was supported 1030. Friday with the strong NFP, the market has the potential to get to. I put 1080 1053. It meant to say 1153. Has the potential to get to 1153. So we're keeping the resistance the same at 1093. The difference is that we moved the support up to 1030. Now let's go move into the cash doll index. So the dollar index posted a doji on Wednesday. You can see here we did kind of press a little bit in okay range. It wasn't big or anything, but finished right in the middle. So bears don't have control, bulls don't have control for the immediate day session. That is, although of course the market does remain bullish. Resistance will remain at 95.53, and with support now at 92.96. So we had 93.53, and the high was 93.43 yesterday. So it's going to remain the same, 93. Oh, I transposed that. It didn't mean 93.35. I see I'm going crazy or something. But yesterday, my neck is still sore, but God, I really did transpose it. I put it all the way up to 95. 93.53. Doggone it. But it's way better than it was yesterday. Boy, that was a lot of pain, I tell you. We did move this up to 92.96. There we go, 93.53. I don't know. Boy, I really went bananas on that, 95.35. But I was in a heck of a bit of pain yesterday. Let's go move now into Bitcoin. So we are just really stuck here with Bitcoin. We're not really moving anywhere for right now. We can see this is that big area. The market is just very, very quiet here. You can almost mark this as the immediate resistance right here. We're just kind of marking time here. Let's see. Yeah, immediate resistance is going to be right there. Boy, that's awfully close. We're just not really going anywhere. 59,305. Then, of course, back up here at 59.44. I hate to put it that close. Boy, that is awfully close, but the market is trading exceptionally quiet. Support on the downside for now. And boy, this market is trading crazy quiet. It's going to be 58,455. The key resistance, if we try to go and challenge this again, is going to be 55. It's going to mark that down. 55, 557. Certainly still bullish. Let's go ahead and move in now to the S&Ps. Well, we're still in this little breakout area here. Let's go move into the daily, try to figure out where we can go to. Everything right now is about 4,000. Did make it up to 39.83. We're still trading awfully strong. Of course, we got that strong NFP today. Um, let's go with this 39.93 for right now. 39.93. That almost seems a little bit of a push here. I'll tell you what, we'll go with 39.89. 39.89. And for support, and let's see if we can take a look at anything on a profile. And it's going to be RTH. Let's see. Yesterday's point of control was 39.78. Now that's only 4 handles away. Man, the initial balance rate was here at 39.69. Just don't see this thing turn around and fading too much. We'll go with 39.70, 39.71 as support. 39.71. Just should put us right there. And let's go move into the Nasdaq. We did get that breakout yesterday, and we've still added on to this. Looking over here, let's go move into the 2-hour chart. You can see right here, 13,243. It's just actually just a hair higher at right there. Let's call that 13,245. And for support, it's got to be back down here to this point of control, that pivot, which is 13, we'll call it 13,185. And let's see here. Actually, right there, 13,154. If we get a little bit of a pullback, probably not, but that would be support. 13,154. And onto the gold market. Let's see a nice little rebound here back in gold. Look at this move back here. Let's go and take a look at the profile, see if we see anything there. Point of control was, which was on March 29th, which is Monday, was right there at 1712, and we actually have come up to 1720 now. If you look here, the value area high was 1721, and that's what so we're going to go with that. 1721.60. Let's just call that 1722. And we're there right now. And low, I'm going to go right there, 1705. We'll go back to the main screen. And you can see here, the high so far has been 1721.2. So we've got that as resistance. And we do have this there, just 1723.7. And then lastly, we'll go to crude oil. It's kind of been a little bit all over the map. And we actually now look at the crude oil on a 4-hour chart because it's hard, even with a 2-hour chart, it's hard to make too much sense of these reads. We'll actually go and take a look. Hard to make heads or tails. Right now it looks like right there, 1691. But we'll go and take a look at it on a profile, see if we see anything. Okay, so we're at $60.41 right now. Yesterday's point of control was at 60.66. And that confluences with the point of control here at March 29th also. But as I mentioned, this crude's kind of all over the map. And then we are expecting a good non-farm payroll tomorrow. And you can see the very low high came in at 60.80. Let's go with 60.81 for the high. Not necessarily the high, but resistance. And for low, right there. $59.92. Let's just go with that for now. $59.92. There we go. And there's the bullish, the bias chart for today. Gold does still remain bearish. It's going to have to do some more work for it. We're trying to turn around bullish. Maybe on a very, very short term is bullish. Aussie dollar, we're just about to go with that bearish type call. Everything else, but we'll leave it there for right now. And there we go. I see Pedro just moved off that OPEC decision. But we're just going to leave the analysis right here. It is what it is. But obviously with OPEC, it can move all over the place. All right. Well, thanks for joining us here on the European Crossover webinar. And we'll get this posted and we'll see you in the chat room. Thank you.